my name is Katia and today I'm going to show you how to make this pet bed. It's very easy to make. All we do is work single crochet in the round, and because we're working with bulky yarn, it works up super quick. So let's get to it and create something great. Jasper. Hi. For this project I'm using Bernat blanket. It's a super bulky number 6 yarn. You can use any kind of yarn you want as long as it's super bulky. You're also going to be needing your 15.75 millimeter crochet hook and scissors. Working with 2 strands of yarn, we're going to slip knot to start. Chain 4, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch into our first chain to create a ring. Let's chain 1, and into the ring we're going to work 6 single crochets. I'm going to be working my tails in as I go so I can tighten my center. So here's 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, the tails are escaping, 5, and 1 more, 6. I'm going to pull on my tails and it should tighten the center like so. For round 2 and the rest of the rounds, you're going to need some sort of a marker. I'm using a piece of yarn, so go ahead and place it in front of your stitch. And for round 2, we're going to work 2 single crochets into each stitch around. So I'm going to go ahead and work my 2 single crochets into my first stitch. So here's 2. And into my next stitch, I'm going to work 2 single crochets again. So that was my first, and this is my second, worked into the same stitch. And again, I'm going to work 2 single crochets into my next stitch. So continue working and I'll meet you at the end of this round. You should have 12 single crochets. At the end of round 2, you should have 12 single crochets. For round 3, we're going to work 1 single crochet into our first stitch and 2 single crochets into our next stitch. So we're slowly increasing each round. So again, I'm going to work 1 single crochet into my next stitch and 2 single crochets into my next stitch. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the pattern, so continue working and I'll meet you at the end of this round. You should have 18 single crochets. For round 4, what we're going to do is we're going to work 1 single crochet into our first stitch, 1 single crochet into our next stitch, and work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So here's 1 single crochet and my second single crochet worked into the same stitch. Repeat, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet into the following stitch, and 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So continue working. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 2 single crochet all around, and I'll meet you at the end of this round. At the end of round 4, you should have 24 single crochets. For round 3, we're going to work 1 single crochet into our first stitch, 1 single crochet into the following stitch, and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. And we're going to work an increase into the next stitch. So work 2 single crochets. So it's 1, 1, 1, and then 2. So repeat, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 1 single crochet, and then into the following stitch work 2 single crochets. So continue working and I'll meet you at the end of round 5. You should have 30 single crochets. For round 6, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to work an increase 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Repeat. Work 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. Here's 2, 3, and 4, and work an increase into the next stitch, which is 2 single crochets. So continue working, and at the end of round 6, you should have 36 single crochets, and I'll meet you at the end of round 6. For round 7, we're going to work 1 single crochets into the next 5 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So an increase here. And then repeat. Work 1 single crochets into the next 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, and work 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So continue working and I'll meet you at the end of round 7. You should have 42 single crochets. For round 8, we're going to work 1 single crochets into the next 6 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then work 2 single crochets. And repeat. Work 1 single crochets into the next 6 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. So continue working, and at the end of round 8, you should have 48 single crochets. For round 9, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. And repeat. Work 1 single crochets into the next 7 stitches. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. So continue working. For round 9, you should have 54 single crochets, and I'll meet you at the end of round 9. For round 10, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then work 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and repeat. Work 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then work an increase. 2 single crochets into the next stitch. So continue working and I'll meet you at the end of round 10. You should have 60 single crochets. For round 11, we're going to work 1 single crochet into the next 9 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Into the following stitch, work 2 single crochet, increase, and repeat. Let's work 1 single crochet into the next 9 stitches. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and work 2 single crochets into the following stitch. Here's 1 and 2. So continue working on your round 11, and at the end of round 11 you should have 66 single crochets. At the end of round 11, our base should be measuring about 17 inches right over here. You can continue and making your base larger if you want. So each time, if you're going to continue on your base, each time when you work your single crochets before an increase, it's going to be 1 more. So for round 12, it's going to be 1 single crochets worked into the next 10 stitches, and then your 2 single crochets. And then for round 13, it's going to be 11 single crochets worked into the next stitches, and then your 2 single crochets. And like that, you can increase your base and make it larger if you want. For me, I'm going to stop here, and I will show you how to work on the next part of our pet bed. To work on our height of the bed, what we need to do is for round 12, we're just going to work in our front loops only. So normally we pick up both of the loops, which is, here's 1, I don't know if you can see this, here's 1 and here's 2. But for round 12, we're just going to be working in the front loop, so only picking up this ones right here in the front. So go ahead and work 1 single crochet into front loops only for round 12, and I will meet you at the end of round 12 to show you what to do next. And you should have 66 single crochets worked into the front loops only. So here we worked on a round 12, which we only worked in the front loops. So for round 13 and the rest of the rounds, all we're going to do is work 1 single crochet into each stitch around, like so. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue working on my rounds, and I'm not quite sure yet how high I want my bed to be. So once I work on my bed, I will let you know how many rounds I did, and we'll go from there. So here I finished working on my round 13 all the way to my round 24, and that's 11 rounds total. And what I'm going to do next is for my final round, I'm just going to slip stitch into each stitch around. For round 25, we're just going to slip stitch into each stitch. So I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch like so, and then into the next stitch, slip stitch. And like that, I'm going to continue working, and I'll meet you at the end of round 25, and we'll finish off, and I'll show you how to style the bed. So here I'm coming to the end, and I'm just going to remove my marker, and I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch into my next stitch like so, and we're ready to fasten off. Cut both yarn And we're done. Let's go ahead and hide our tails really quickly. To hide our tails, what we're gonna do is just bring our, I'm actually using a smaller hook, it'll be easier to work on the tails. So I'm just using any of the stitches and I'm bringing my tails back into that stitch, like so. And just using a different stitch and just working as if the hook is a needle and just hiding my tails like that. Then I'm gonna go back into this stitch like so. Just using any of the stitches that you can to hide your tails. That's all I'm doing here. And I'm just gonna bring it over here. And then a couple more. Like so. I'm gonna go ahead and cut. And one more tail that we have left is this one right here. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna use my smaller hook and using any of the stitches, I'm just gonna go ahead and hide my tail. And here, you can tighten it a little bit more if you want, it's up to you. Like so. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut. The nice thing about this bed is what you can do is you can roll your sides like so. And then your pet can sit in there. Or if you want to, you can actually roll it one more time like so. And it'll be shorter, but it's also very cozy and they can put their heads here if they want to. Or if you want, you can actually have it go on the inside. And that's why I did different colors, if you notice, like so. So there's different ways you can shape. It's up to you. And the nice thing is it's super comfortable and super cozy, like so. So there you have it. I'm trying to fit this bed, it's kind of big, but here you have it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.